Well, good morning. I'm just outside getting a little bit of morning vitamin D and some sunshine. And I thought we would spend today and tomorrow together. I've got to pop out, I've got to sort of do my normal farm shop, grocery shopping and such for the week. But I also want to head to the shopping centre. I've got a little list of things that I kind of just want to have a look at. There's been a few items of clothing that I've seen online that I just want to kind of see in person. I don't intend to buy anything today, but I just want to kind of touch them, look at the colours and that before I kind of decide whether I want them or not. So there's a few little things like that. I also want to go into David Jones and get a body scrub from the Core Organics range. I've got a gift voucher, that's all, for David Jones, so I would love to go in and get that. Hopefully they've got it in store there. So that's kind of the plan of action for today. I think tomorrow, I thought I'd bring you with me tomorrow because I'm hopefully going to be going to a sort of antique secondhand kind of store, and I know I love seeing other people's videos when they go and do that. I love having a little kind of snoop around what's in other people's sort of antique stores and charity shops and things like that. And I've just also got a few little errands to run tomorrow. So yes, I thought we'd spend today and tomorrow together. I'm sure there'll be a little bits and bobs that we'll do, but that is kind of the overarching plan of action. But without further ado, let's head off to the shopping centre first up. So we'll go get in the car and I will speak to you once we get to the shopping centre. Righty-o. So at the shopping centre, just going to race around and do a few little errands. I'm hoping to not get too distracted. But I'm just going to kind of window shop a little bit in case there's something that catches my eye. So I am in Australia, for those of you who have not been subscribed for very long, and so it is summer here. In saying that, we really don't get that cold anyway, so it's pretty much summer all year round. That's why you may notice in all the stores it's very summery clothes and not wintry clothes. Ooh, bookstore. Let's have a little look and see what new books there are. Oh wow, it's like an illustrated. Oh, that's really pretty. And it's got like the sprayed edges. Oh wow, that's gorgeous. I do love a pretty book, and where we got Wuthering Heights, which is what everyone is talking about. I have actually read Wuthering Heights. Anyway, as I was saying, I haven't read Wuthering Heights. It's a good book, obviously. It's quite the classic literature. But I am a little bit excited to see how they've adapted that into the movie. It's not, I don't want to give anything away if you've never read Wuthering Heights, but it's definitely not the happiest of books, like the most, uplifting of books. Ooh. I think I spoke to you about that a couple of weeks ago, and I finished reading the new Richard Osman. It was so good. So good. My mum, I gave the book to my mum after I'd finished reading it, and she also loved it. Finished the whole thing in only like a couple of days. It's definitely one of those page turners. Could not put it down. It was so good. So yeah, the whole Richard Osman's series, the Thursday Murder Club Mysteries, is so good. It's just, yeah, whimsical and, you know, emotional, but so funny, and I love the mysteries. Very good books, highly recommend. And I did tell you that I finished this one as well. I do like a number of the Dan Brown books, but I read this one, I think I finished it last week or the week before. It was very thought-provoking, I would say. Yeah, very interesting. I won't go on. I did speak to you about it not that long ago, but it was a good book, as I said, very thought-provoking. One of those books that I think when I finished it, I really felt like I wanted to go off and do a lot more research in quite a number of things that they discuss in the book. It really focuses on like non-local consciousness, which, and obviously it's a book of fiction, but quite a number of the experiments and the science in that is actually factual. So yes, very interesting, and as I said, very thought-provoking. Actually watched that, The Seven Dials, a few weeks ago now, on Netflix. I have to say, I was a little bit disappointed. I really enjoyed the Agatha Christie book, The Seven Dials, and the Netflix adaptation, unfortunately, was not very much like the book at all, I will say. It was definitely flavoured by the Agatha Christie novel, but very different to it. Similar, I suppose, to their adaptation of the Thursday Murder Club books. They changed so much from the book to the movie, which actually I find a little bit disappointing when you're a fan of a book and, you know, they're going to bring it to life and they're going to adapt the book. When they change fundamental components, I find that quite, just sometimes it can be a little bit disappointing when you've loved something so much. Alright, I shall have a little peruse of a few of my favourite authors, and then we will continue to head off on the mission. So the bookstore also has like an Australian geographic component, which is like, you know, your telescopes or your science bits and pieces, experiments and that kind of focus more towards kids, I would say. But sometimes they have some really cool little things. We'll go over and have a little look. Like, they've got crystal growing kits, air floating ball kit, and so it kind of like teaches kids about science and, you know, nature, and in like a fun interactive way, which I think is really cool. We used to call them sea monkeys when I was a kid. Anyway, they've got some very cool stuff in here. They've also got a number of the telescopes. I have to say, I would love that, I think. Being able to go outside at night and have like a telescope that you could, you know, look up and see the stars and the planets. I think it'd be such a cool thing. But I'm not well versed in telescopes, so I just don't know what type of one you would need to have to, you know, accurately be able to see things in space. I think, yeah, astronomy could be something very interesting to get into, but I'd need to do a lot more research on telescopes before I invested in something. No, they're very cute vases. So you've got strawberries and lemons, or you've got cherries. I'd say they're cherries and lemons. That's super cute. Should we get one? I've got that many vases. Oh my gosh, how cute are these pajamas? They're Winnie the Pooh, like a full set. So you get like a little shirt, and then you get the pants, but they're almost like Winnie the Pooh bear material. That is the cutest thing. Oh my gosh. And how pretty are these? Oh my gosh, look at the print on them. Yeah, they come in pants. They're like a, I love them. Do they have a shirt? Oh, strawberry shortcake. Isn't that so cute? Who remembers strawberry shortcake? Oh, the Winnie the Pooh. That's so funny. I'm really intrigued by these. Why do they not have a matching shirt? Interesting. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Is this not the cutest little pajama set you have ever seen? Look at this. The blue sort of gingham check, and then it's got the matching pants and the shirt with the little ties. Oh my gosh, I love it. It is so cute. And they're like, can you see? They're a blueberry and then like a blackberry. Oh, and a little piping. Oh my god, I think I might have to try this on. That is absolutely adorable. It's cotton and a linen. Yeah, I think I'm going to try this on. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I love it. Absolutely love it. I will let you know how I go. Alright, the adorable blueberry pajamas looked absolutely terrible on me. They're so cute, but they just did not suit me at all. I like something a little bit more high-waisted and a top a little bit longer than that. But I was just looking at this, and now yellow is not my colour, but I really like how they've done like the outfit story. Do you know what I mean? Like, so they've got like the full pieces, they've got like your individuals, but then they've also got like the pants and the shirts that kind of go with it. So it's like a whole kind of matching outfit. You can mix match the pieces. I think that's like such a fun idea. And they've like done it down here with the white and the red. And there's again like a little outfit story. I think that's a really good way of like laying out stuff, and it helps you to like match stuff. Yeah. So I've just popped into Maya. There was this dress in particular that I wanted to have a look at in review, as well as this one here. But I've picked up a few other little bits that I thought might be quite nice. So I'm going to try those on very quickly now. Alrighty. So I have identified a few little things to put on my wish list. And we are... Oh, how pretty is that? Blue and white is definitely the colours of the season. I'm looking for Cora Organics. You know, I got a whole heap of Cora organic products as part of my Christmas present. But I wanted to sort of, I've been loving them so much, and I wanted to start branching out into the body care, and I actually have a gift voucher, $20 gift voucher for David Jones. And they apparently have Cora here, if I can find it. And I thought I could use my voucher for that. I might have to ask someone. Radio. I have left the shopping centre. Not a very successful trip, but I did kind of try a bunch of things on that I was interested in, and I've kind of made a bit of a short list of things for sales and such in the future. And so I'm just at the farm shop now, picking up my weekly produce, and then I'm gonna head home. So I will probably see you once I get home. Well, as you can see, I am home, and it is a glorious afternoon. My goodness, gorgeous blue skies. Well, it was quite the day, and I can't remember if I already said this to you when I was at the farm shop, but while doing my sort of running around and doing my errands at the shopping centre was productive, I didn't actually buy anything, and I also probably didn't show you very much. As I said, I didn't buy anything. David Jones did not unfortunately have what I was looking for, so I might have to have a little hunt around online and just see if I'm able to get what I want elsewhere. I mentioned I was looking for the Core Organics. I wanted the body scrub. I have been absolutely loving their products, and I haven't tried any of the body range, so that is kind of on my radar. But yes, unfortunately, oh, there's a strawberry. Can you see? He's ready. Oh, there's another one up there. Right up there. What I actually was coming out here for was I will harvest that strawberry, but I was coming out to harvest a couple of these onions. I want to make a stew tomorrow, and I kind of just like to have them out of the ground and then kind of just resting overnight, and then I can use them tomorrow. So that's what I've just popped outside for. And then I thought, while we were out here in the beautiful evening sunshine, maybe we could have a little debrief. But yes, as I said, I didn't actually buy anything. And when I think I showed you, I was in Maya and I was trying on a few dresses from review. I didn't end up, maybe we'll grab these two. I didn't end up getting any of them. The one that I liked, the one that I actually went there for ended up being one that I didn't love, but the one that I really liked was the blue and white striped one. I think it was called like the Ivy stripe. So I might kind of just watch that over the next couple of weeks and just see if they maybe have a sale on, and I might pick it up in the sale. And then I don't know if I showed you when I was in Seed Heritage. I may not have shown you that, but there was, again, I didn't buy anything in there, and there was just a few little things that I might keep my eye on. I'm trying to kind of expand my comfort zones with my clothing. So yes, there's a few very sort of different bits for me that I liked the look of, and I thought they looked quite nice on. But if I'm successful and I end up buying them and picking them up in the sale, I'll definitely share them with you. Can you hear the birds? Oh, they're so sweet. Yes, if I do end up picking up those pieces, I will definitely share them with you. But otherwise, oh, they're so sweet, flowers. It has just been a really lovely day. Productive, got quite a few things done this morning, and then going out and just having a little look at all the bits and bobs that were on my shopping list and kind of just narrowing things down, identifying things that, as I said, I'd like to watch for upcoming sales. But I might head back inside now, and I will probably Gosh, wow, that spinach is just looking incredible. So delicious looking. Yes, sorry, I get so distracted when I'm outside. There's always so many pretty things to look at that it's, yeah, I find it quite distracting. But yes, I might head inside, and that's probably going to be it for me today. I'm probably going to put some dinner in the oven and kind of just get myself sorted for the evening. But I will see you tomorrow morning, and we should have just another really lovely day. Good morning. Got beautiful blue skies. I'm just popping outside to get some spinach and spring onions. I've got my scissors for breakfast this morning. I'm going to make myself an omelette. And you can see there's a little patch of sun here, so I might just stand here and get a little bit of morning sun. Oh, it's lovely. Yes, I'm going to make myself a little bit of brekkie, and then I might get myself ready, and then we might head out, and we might, as I said yesterday, head off to the sort of charity shop, secondhand shop, whatever you'd like to call it, and just have a little look around. I've got a few errands to run, so I thought we would do the charity shop at the same time. But gosh, the morning sunlight is so nice. You can hear all the bees. They are out early this morning in all the salvia. The bees and little birds. I think it's just after 7, so it's not crazy early, but still fairly early. Alright, I'm just going to stand out here for a little bit longer and get some sunlight, harvest my little bits and bobs for breakfast, and then I will see you when we are on our way. We just popped to the sort of second-hand store, and I'm loving these two. Gorgeous. Even like this one down here is quite pretty. Have a little wander around. Little Millie. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's so cute. Radio. Home now from running the errands, and I thought I would just very quickly show you the two art pieces that I picked up. So they're these really beautiful landscape scenes, and the colors of them I think are absolutely gorgeous, and they're very sort of typical of the countryside around where I live. And I thought like the sort of how they've framed this is really lovely, like the sort of the whitewashed frame and then just the standard wood frame. I thought they were both really beautiful pieces from about the 1940s, I think they were. It says on the back. So I've not completely decided where they will go, but I'm sure once I get these up, I will show you. But yeah, just a little quick look at the pieces that I got. They had some really pretty paintings in there, but that we sort of and ahed about, but these were the only two that I ended up getting that I thought would sort of complement all the other artwork in the house. And oh my gosh, she had that little tiny dog in there. Millie, I think its name was. It was like a little sheep. It was all fuzzy like a little sheep. She was so cute. Very scared, but very, very cute. Anyway, well, I might bid you farewell. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week on Wednesday. I hope you have an incredible rest of your week, and I'll see you then. Bye.